we're not gonna do it. You could try to get a scaling pick to just punish the fact that I'm out, guys. They're like, nah, fine, noodle fight, top side, it's all good.
Frosker and I was
possibly even tank stats, but Fnatic seem to be the team consistently that will make that happen. As some skirmishing topside. Hit him with the W!
Wait, Bubba might have the magic touch ready. He's going to flash forward. That's the W that you talked about, but now here comes the call of Forge God. Where's the Ram going to go? First blood coming through for Arome. What did we say, Frosker? We talked about
him. And to be fair to Whippo, however, it was tank v tank matchup. So yes, credit where credit is due. In the 2v1, when he's in the tank matchups and he's not pressured, he does fine. But when he is fighting more of the bruisers, more of the fighters like the Aatroxes, he was punished quite severely. And I expect that to be the change of a strategy for Fnatic if they lose this game here. I would expect like game 2 of Fnatic coming in 0-1 to Mad Lions, like get Whippo carry, let's go.
You'd have to respect it. And while we've been talking a lot about the top side of the map, top side has been the focus and the herald, in fact, for both sides. Whippo getting aggressive, going for this play, but the knockup is there and Shadow's over the wall. Still only level 5 for Shadow, however. Whippo knocking him back. Magic touch going to heal him up nice and good. And there it is. A little bit of a revenge.
Like 2v1 outplays, the 1v1 tower dives.
Oh, that's a knockback, though. Even though without a flash, now just trying to waddle his way out to safety. That's a very slow Rek'Sai. Can't find the knockup quite yet, but now the ulti is going to guarantee the land. Shadow, though, with the kick back. Here comes the Reckless ult to save the day. Self-made onto the tower. Not going to work out for him in the end. Hoping to help Lee Sin find that kill, but of course, by committing there, he does line up the knockup for Rek'Sai and guarantee his own death. But now, finally, the first tower.
Trade this for priority and pressure into the mid lane. Now that they have eyes about where Mad Whippo shoves the way forward, it gives him this massive window since there's no tower to roam down, get to his team first. He's now looking for the flank.
KazaLoLL is absolutely fearless. He has Zillion ult, so he's just going to go in straight into the enemy team. Problem is, no one else is around. He doesn't have a Thresh Lantern, so bye-bye KazaLoLL. Bit over-aggressive there from the Mad Lions AD carry. A bit too much confidence there for that Frosker.
And maybe that answers the question of, was it Mad Lions that were just matching what G2 were doing, really feeling himself, lost track of where the CC was, and got punished rightfully for it.
And sadly, their Herald not going to be active while the tower plates are up. In the meantime, Selfmade grabbing second dragon of the game. That is bad. KazaLoLL's going to regret that one. You can kind of see
sweet sidesteps, and I think Fnatic are now going to change up their style as Nemesis grabs Humanoid.
Not afraid to just run face first into that Zoe. All those cooldowns are gone. That's going to be Zoe's actual flash taken away, but Nemesis is out of cooldowns. There goes the ulti from Reckless, the kick back. Shadow missing the follow-up. A rare misstep from the Mad Lions jungler. The knockup comes through. Easy follow-up there. You cannot afford to. You show me small mistakes like that, and it comes back to you. They do still have to prove more. Obviously, beating G2 is fantastic, but if you want to stand at the given the opportunity, bot lane just left on the wayside in this current meta as the Senna has freed up the other lanes to play a bit more aggressive. And now we see Fnatic continuing to pull ahead. That's just a wet noodle fight. I'm not going to cast it until there's any actual kill pressure. But 6K gold lead for Fnatic at this point in the game alongside the double Drakes. It feels like it would take a massive throw for them to lose out on this one because there's too much gold. The scaling with the Z are already having a death cap. It's nigh impossible for Mad to come back at this point.
So let's check in on some of the itemization that we've seen. We were asking what Hilly was going to build on the Feasting Thresh. He went for the Dead Man's Plate and the Sunflower. Sunflower obviously for cost effectiveness, especially the itemization against the opponent he's across from. But then going for the Dead Man's Plate to kind of work in tandem with the roaming potential that Hilly likes to have.
I thought the ultimate's going to come back to them, selling all their damage onto Whippo. The Lantern alongside the healing coming in, piercing light. Does mean that they're not going to be able to finish off a single kill, and it does mean that Azir is now uncontested on the top side tower. Zoe can poke, but she can't commit for the all-in. So Nemesis is going to open up that inhibitor and walk away.
And also against the Baron, she's really struggling to siege down those minions because she doesn't have flash, and if she doesn't have backup, she's also under threat that Nemesis could look for the dive if he spots that the other 4 members of Mad Lions are busy.
So something to look forward to is how they adapt in the next game. What we see change.
Burn them with the fire, and even if you catch him, you can't kill him.
Oh, flank on mid lane. Whippo now going in. He's going straight onto Kaiser. He just wants to isolate the Zillion. The ulti now forced out, and that means KazaLoLL has to run for the hills. Selfmade trying to make his way in, but the kickback is coming through. Still, Whippo's right on top of KazaLoLL. KazaLoLL's desperately trying to live. He's got a lot of life steal, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He's getting burned down, and there it is. Selfmade going to find the kill. Nemesis swoops in and takes down Humanoid once again. Selfmade now on the chase, and Fnatic are just going to be able to barrel into the base of the Mad Lions.
And it feels like Fnatic just sucker punched Mad Lions, just took the wind all out of their sails, at least for game 1, and remind everyone,
we have emotes!
Oh no, we truly are the heavyweights of playoffs. Spam the emotes, guys. Put the salt in the wound.
I forgot. I did not know. Shout out to Selfmade for that one. Sorry, Frostgren, you had a great point ready. I hadn't seen it before. It was a special time seeing the Pengu cheering.
It's fine.
Fnatic.
Take your moment.
There you go. Fnatic closing out game 1 with confidence. Very slow controlled in the early game, but once Fnatic found that big lead, there was no coming back for the Mad Lions. Adaptation in game 2 is going to be the name of the game as we close this first one out with a Fnatic win and a dabbing Pengu. My God, yes, I've waited for so long.
How does it taste, right, Ghost?
So good.
Oh!
We prepped for this! Oh, we prepped for so many weird solo queue picks, folks, and they never happened. They never played on stage, but Whipback and Carzzy didn't burn any summoner spells. So not the worst that it could have been.
It is going to be a full side top clear from Shadow now as he moves into bottom quadrant. Quadrant?
Quadrant? Sure.
Quadrant? Yeah.
Why not?
Sure.
There you are. We're seeing a little bit of contention here in the mid lane. Of course, Nemesis has to be careful here. The setup could be pretty easy. The flash is not going to be quite what he needs. Quick first blood. The emote spam for Whippo is suffering. Not quite getting the value that he wants. I'll hold that thought, though. There's the perfect thresh setup as Hylissang is now in trouble. The hook's going to go out. Hylissang grabbed up here. Carzzy now with the onslaught. They're taking their time on this one. Hylissang go down there, and Shadow going to walk away. The ignite burned as well.
Hold up.
Selfmade on the way in. Humanoid's there too. Whippo's not really going to be doing anything here. They are going to at least get the 1-for-1 as Selfmade continues to get aggressive onto a Rome. But early game Malphite, not quite a strong champion.
His jungler did come up to bail him out. I do want to start with the bot lane play, however, because I believe Hilly held his flash for that. As that's scary.
Rome now in trouble. Whippo zooming in.
He's going to get walked down.
Should be pretty easy for Malphite to get that one. Rome has the dash, though. Selfmade covering over the wall. Is going to backstep. Well played. The body slam forward, and Whippo's still going to grab that. Downside is, right now, Fnatic still starting to dictate the pace here as they go for this dragon. But Mad on the full off, all off into the pit, but he's not going to be able to fight that one away. The knock up the wombo combo is there, but Carzzy's now free firing into the rest of the team. He doesn't have a ton of damage, but maybe he can get it done. Nemesis with the Conqueror will not be enough. Fnatic may have gotten the dragon, but at what cost? 2 kills picked up by the side of Mad, and that's a 2K proto belt anytime soon. And Frostgren, when we look at game 1, 4 kills at 15 minutes. This game,
they're gonna die.
Well, we got 7 and we might get 8, because now Kaiser is gonna get knocked out here. Reckless retreating under the tower. No CC coming in from Carzzy. Carzzy also out of mana, but Shadow just gonna rock and roll his way through that one. Tower will not finish him off, and Hylissang, just another name on the list. Mad Lions obliterating Fnatic in this early game.
Play with, he's got the armor to dive, and I expect that to kind of be the game.
Oh, there's the ulti. Now the first axe is going to hit. Goodbye to Nemesis. I was about to say it's not all lost. A lot easier now that he has the Bramble Vest and a Gragas to back him up.
Definitely needs his jungler's help here. Maybe they get a kill.
Body slam, wombo combo. They're trying to finish that one off. The cast is going to do it, but Whippo may have to trade his life for this one as Humanoid comes in. The Nautilus, very beefy. Proto belt there as well. And Selfmade just going to pop Predator to run away from that one.
A good follow-up from Humanoid on the TP to pick up 1-for-1 in the trade. As now bot lane.
No. There's no Thresh this time around for Reckless. He will just have to die there.
And that's the game. But when you do get Olaf springboard ahead, that binary playstyle, all he's got to do is run into the backline and blow someone up. And
somebody. The Herald charges in, though. It's just going to be more money into the pocket of Carzzy. Kaiser making sure to stand outside of the range to donate all of that money. Ooh, excuse me. Make a mark on the map. Emote spam. The ulti comes out. That's easy follow-up. Rome. Oh, no chance to use any ability. Going to be one to keep our eyes on. Obviously, for either of these teams, it's going to be giving up these kills if they keep losing these small advantages on the side lane. A Shadow now going to try to rock and roll his way out of that one. The Lantern will get kicked, but Whippo just follows over the wall. They might be able to grab Kaiser here, even if they can't take out Shadow. They're now running for his life. The hook will connect. Carzzy standing over the wall. That's going to be a big, huge fall, but Nemesis is now on the way in. Looking for a knockup to get the ult started. Whippo's continuing to step forward, though. He remains unafraid. Now they're there as well. Nemesis dashing in. That's the shutdown onto the ult. That's big, and just like that, Fnatic starting to close the gold gap. Only 2K difference now. A solid play in the end for the team.
Yeah, making the most of the dive right there. In fact, they're going to turn it around.
Ooh, another hook. Keep your eyes on any kind of knockup. Nemesis holding off on the ultimate. Definitely wants to get that one, but Humanoid, one of the strongest members on the team, is just acting as an excellent front line. But how much longer? Nemesis wants to find the knockup. The wind wall's there. He's got the ult down. Nemesis playing so well around the wind wall, but not well enough. Carzzy close out that kill as a double goes over to Reckless.
The fight when I think they got everything that they wanted already.
Oh, hold that thought, Frostgren. We got another fight. We got a TP on the flank. Whippo running into the backside. He's looking for the setup. He's got the perfect access for Yasuo. The entire team is grouping in the pinch. They can't afford to do that. They have to back away from Whippo. They're retreating. That's the knockup. Nemesis won't be able to get into the midst of the fight. Still zooming onto a Rome, though. The knockup is there. He's going to deny the death. saves Hylissang's life there and stay as far back from the Malphite as possible. Even if he's not necessarily scared of the Malphite, he knows Yasuo is going to be on him in an instant if he missteps. So, well executed by Fnatic.
He's not as powerful as he should be, and you're still running with a tank-esque support in that mid lane. So it's not like Humanoid's going to be picking up the damage slack. I just think compositionally, Mad Lions, these fights are going to be so much harder for them to survive.
Oh, Reckless. Body Slam's going to come in. They just have enough damage to burst through the Olaf. KazaLoLL just getting 1v1 by the Malphite. Frostguard, I'm glad you corrected me, or I certainly would have looked like a fool for the second time. That damage is so gross. Hylissang coming in with the hook, though, trying to buy space for Nemesis. Nemesis dashing out, getting the reset on the air blade as he comes through. Stacks up another tornado, can just follow up right onto Humanoid. Humanoid been hit by 2 in a row. Reckless now going to try to clean it up with the ultimate, but Humanoid, from dominating here in the early game to getting obliterated under this tower, will be the 1-for-1 trade there between the two mid laners. But my God, Mad are getting
just rip Mad apart and rip the game wide open.
Rome coming over, though. Shadow going to try to zoom in, but that flash is going to feel foolish. Oh, the ultimate's not there either. They're just going to slowly but surely walk him down. KazaLoLL waiting over the wall. Maybe they can buy enough space for the retreat, and they will do so. So saving Shadow's life, and now it's Hylissang in trouble. But Bwipo coming in. He's not too far off from the ultimate, but Fnatic have decided to pull their...
Too much dive access. You can see it happening before your eyes.
Oh, no! Ah! Not like this! The wombo combo for Fnatic, but Reckless instantly dies. Mad may have suddenly turned the fight. Bwipo's very focused on KazaLoLL. They have managed to isolate him and take him out, but no, the flash over the wall. The pullback coming in from the Aatrox changes clutch, but Nemesis now trying to finish the kill off to Humanoid in the mid lane. Fnatic still on top of the fight so far, but not the disaster situation he made it out to be at the start. KazaLoLL trying to lay down damage from the backside. Arome flashing out to safety. Keep your eyes on that Hylissang hook. It will connect onto Kaiser, and that means one more name on the list, one more death. But Kaiser will walk away. Not quite enough damage here. Arome trying to buy more time in Shadow. Sacrificing his own life, let's say, to buy space for the team.
Shadow then overcommitted. His team then collapsed on it.
Oh, no. He's going in. He knows exactly where he is. He's trying to finish this one off. He's just going to dash out to safety. He baits out the ultimate. The rest of the team are just waiting for it to expire, but it's Kaiser on the backside. KazaLoLL still in touch for now, but the rest of his fight is just getting decimated. But no, Bwipo just goes in through the exhaust. Bwipo does not care. He is the honey badger of top lane. He's emoting. He stops auto-attacking because he knows his team has won the fight, and that was hands down the most... and from here, Fnatic set to close out yet another matchup.
Again, we said he's completed 2 items now, but he's still just so far behind the clock that he's no longer a damage threat onto the side. So last stand for Mad.
Self-mid fishing with the cast is going to go in. Nemesis won't look for the fall. Body Slam Flash will not connect. Bwipo on the backside trying to zone Humanoid out of the fight. He can go over the wall at any moment with that ultimate. He has Flash and ult available onto KazaLoLL, and he's going to go for it, but it will not connect. But now the American Assault comes out. The rest of the team still trying to fight. Humanoid on the backside, but they don't have any damage. He's getting blasted by the entire team, but KazaLoLL, big ulti over the wall. Arome holding on for now, but Nemesis getting the ult. Now he's feeling himself. He's running through the entire team. Triple kill, Reckless flashing over. He's strutting his stuff, and KazaLoLL just does not have enough damage to close that one out. Infernal Soul, and it looks like game 2 for Fnatic as well.
There was a split second. There was a tiny window where you could see it, where KazaLoLL was untouched, where he was starting to get damage across multiple members of Fnatic, and then immediately it was snapshot. Fnatic just obliterated everyone in front of them. They have the Baron, they have the waves, they have the soul, and they now have match point.
12K gold lead. Remember, Mad Lions, they were 4K up in this game, but Fnatic did not give them a single opportunity mid to late. A second win for Fnatic, a clean finish to the game, and as you said,
just unlocking themselves from that bot lane and sprinting towards the mid lane. And Nemesis is like, guys, I think that there's probably going to be a party in this mid lane, so I'm going to pick probably going to be a party into mid lane, and even if it doesn't equate into actually killing ganks, as Arome.
Getting a little frisky here, the flash away, press the attack, and it's just okay.
Silas to get his wave state in a better position.
Arome still trying, but no one else is here now, and Selfmade is on the top side of the map. This is the worst possible outcome in the early game for Mad. The flash body slam forward, the TP now coming topside, but Arome is already dead. Bwipo now is just going to back away. Knows he can't afford to take this fight. Selfmade maybe not able to win the 1v1 here at this stage of the game, but can try to get something. Mad potentially going to turn this one around. Shadow now on the hunt, but all of Fnatic is here. They're going to save Bwipo, and this is turning against Mad instantly. This is the worst possible start. 3 kills for Fnatic.
Need to stop the bleeding, get to these breakpoints, and that is not the way to do it.
Oh, level 5 coming through on the Olaf, now level 6, but the body slam comes over the wall. This is a Fnatic. 6 minutes in, 4 kills. Pulling further, and that play initially looks a little sloppy, but the execution there is just fantastic.
Kaiser's dead.
Yeah, Reckless He's going to buy time, he's going to buy space, make sure his AD carry can get away, and he's going to flash over the wall, but Selfmade's just going to chase. And Humanoid is walking back top lane, so this is just a stalling tactic. Kaiser maybe can die to the tower here?
I think they might let him go. Gave him the hat, the wave goodbye, saving Private Kaiser. I think he's going to get the execute. I think it's been long enough. And a lot of it has to do with where they're getting priority and rotating. Arome stealing the ultimate, trading heavy damage, and trying to set up this dive on Bwipo as Humanoid and Shadow are here.
Bwipo is desperately trying to get level 6 there because he's very close, but it will not work out. Mad finally getting a kill back. So now it's Frostguard, they're getting the Mountain Drake. The map's resetting, just get bursted down, but Selfmade's still in the area, has popped the Predator. Bwipo waiting over the wall to get things kicked off. Now he's going to get the 2-man ult coming in. Nemesis on the backside, getting things kicked off. Carzzy throwing down a lot of burst damage, and he's just going to delete Bwipo out of the fight. But Shadow has lost his ultimate, and now Nemesis is looking for the reset. He's going to find one there. He can now bounce into the back line. Rome has the ultimate to try to reset the fight. Nemesis now stepping back for a brief second. The exhaust goes down, and that's going to do it. Reckless finding another kill. Rome going to trade one back, and he's now trying to run, but it's too little, it's too late. The bomb goes off, and Nemesis now on a killing spree.
And this
still
is
on his ultimate that he can 100-0 him if he connects the change. So he backsteps, hits the exhaust, and then fully commits before they round out the fight. And because of play like this,
so many. I was gonna say you have so many of like the same damage threats, but actually Selfmade usually plays AP heavy Gragas.
Bwipo now trying to sidestep into the tower. Might be able to trade back with Humanoid as he dashes away. One more tower shot, not going to be enough. Rome will make out, so Mad do get something, but Fnatic immediately responding in the mid lane. Cask being thrown back, the body slam to fall before the scatter of the week can come out. Well played by Selfmade, but now Shadow's looking to rock and roll his way through the rest of his team fight. He's unstoppable, but he doesn't have the health bar to survive Fnatic in that exchange.
Here comes the TP, and look at Nautilus. Kaiser's also on the flank. They have to cut down. I think they're okay.
In the meantime, Nemesis is still just hitting a tower in the midst of all this. Of course, Arome is trading on the top side, but Fnatic holding on to their lead. Now 5K ahead of Mad Lions, and they're looking to make it 6, as Kaiser's just another name to be taken down. More auto attack forward, and Reckless 4-0-3.
With all of that time, they get the mid tower, or excuse me, not the mid tower. They get the mid dive, they fall back onto the Dragon. They funneled multiple waves into Nemesis as well as Reckless on the back half of it, so still across the board, they're continuing to balloon their gold lead. And
now
maybe now some alligator shoes.
No rocket jump available for Nemesis. Mostly got the reset there. Now he's going to miss. Bwipo on the backside. Can just look to ult, wants to, has to, but he's just going to get burned down before he gets the opportunity to use it. Thresh still stepping forward. Shadow now running, now chasing. Nemesis throwing down as much damage as he can, but he has to be careful. It's good. Use the heal. Actually, just use the heal to zoom out. So not even as instantaneous as the flash.
They're going to dive him.
Chase, but they will retreat.
He's
very
clean.
good timing. Yeah, I was saying the guardian angel of Reckless at this point in the game. Shadow, I guess.
It's Shadow squared. Here we go. This is what we want.
Nemesis just going to get hooked up, just going to get knocked out, but the follow-up there over the wall from Bwipo. Now they're trying to turn the fight despite all odds. Selfmade now needs to retreat. Bwipo trying to run out to safety. Body slam wins it, going to be back up. LEC there with the lantern, and Selfmade hung out to dry here as the hook comes back in. The scatter of the week as well, but now Fnatic decided it's time to get the fight started. Bwipo actually has some decent damage, and here comes the Reckless ult. Won't find a kill yet. So far still positive for Mad, but as Humanoid gets hooked, it might turn against them. Double kill for the Thresh on the bottom side, and Bwipo slowly but surely chasing down the Nautilus.
Is Hilly going to get it? He's hungry.
And for the LCK fans out there, that's the Dudadunga TFT emote special. Just absolute BM. Gives the kill to Reckless.
People, so they're able to fight even from disadvantages quite effectively at this state.
Ooh, but Humanoid still going to try to go for the flank here.
Big flank.
Trying to double dash through to get to Reckless, but the Cloud Shrine actually going to make sure that Reckless out to safety. Plus now flashes as well. And Matter just... You would assume that they have advantage over the Malphite at least. Hard for me to say on the Tristana point, but we'll find out as we get later in the game.
Eventually, Mad Lions will have to group for the Soul. And that's when Fnatic get to finally force their big 5v5 on them.
Mad Lions do get something there, but they are trading, it looks like 2 tier 2s for 1. That's a lot of pressure. And we have to remember, Mad Lions, because they're in the upper bracket, if they lose, they're not out of playoffs. But if they win, fight if you with a well-placed ultimate.
They're getting a deep flank. Kaiser smells it.
The damage. Gonna pull back here, though. Predator used by Selfmade, small cooldown to give up, but an important one.
Oh, that's important.
Bwipo. That's gonna be a whiff, and they've already used the Lantern as well. Arome has stolen away the ultimate as well.
Come on,
Where's
Arome.
Gonna go? Flash out, flash it all into 3. That's this combo. That's the kickoff. But Reckless is firing back. So much damage from Reckless. Arome his way into the backline, but it's not enough. Fnatic are simply too far ahead. Whippo trying to buy space, trying to buy time. Arome and Karzi forced to fight this Malphite as Reckless just cleans up the rest of their front line. Arome taken down. Karzi next on the list. Give him the penta.
T20. It would have been the cherry on top for what looks like Point now forced to burn the TP. 3K left, ticking down. Shadow, what you got?
He's unstoppable. This could be the play that ends the series. Shadow, can you make your way into
the pit? He got it!
Steal a Shadow! He gets the Baron! Is it going to be enough though? Now the rest of the team has to retreat. That's 2 members knocked out by Fnatic. Fnatic don't even care. It was a bait to get the fight kicked off. They don't mind that it's taken away because they've just slaughtered 4 members of the Mad Lions and maybe their hopes at finding their way into the finals.
The death timers are very long, and Fnatic are going to push exceptionally fast. And I think in the only 3-0 of our playoffs this far, Fnatic are going to close the game, and they look across to G2 and they say, this is how it's done. This is what you do to a rookie team.
And as they close out, it's not just G2 they're looking at. Crossguard, they're looking at all of Europe.
That's the upper bracket, so we will see more Mad Lions. The winner of G2 versus Origin would theoretically face whoever loses this series.
Well, 100. Yeah, because like, look, at the end of the day, once again, Silas has full AP Malphite ult. Olaf cannot hurt this man. Oh, yes he can. True damage coming through. Reckless can hurt more though.
We'll see if Arome uses that maybe for a potential flank, but everyone knows where everyone is.
They've been spotted out. Bobo can go for the ultimate, but I don't think it's going to work out.
Humanoid!
Arome right to the back line. AP Malphite power stolen away as Arome goes golden. Now the rest of the team is still trying to bite. Humanoid not getting any damage down though. Karzi now going to be in trouble. A hook lands from Hylissang. It's perfect. It's just what they need. Karzi buys a bit more time, but it simply will not be enough. That's a double kill coming through for Selfmade. Going to give one more over to him. Triple for the Gragas. He's going to look for a little bit more. Reckless over the wall. He wants to close it out, and that's going to be a quadra for the Gragas. Scumbag Reckless takes the Penta, but that's going to do it. What a fantastic way for Fnatic to close out a series.
And okay, I get it. Everyone at Fnatic has ridiculous scorelines. Quadra goes over to Reckless. Quadra goes over to Selfmade. It's really beautiful. But Hilly is out of control on this Thresh right now. The death sentences, the lanterns, the targets that he's hitting, it has been beautiful to watch.
Frostgren, I said half before, so I'll say the whole thing again. Fnatic can put their hands in the sky, look at all of the LEC as they sit on their throne in the finals and say, who is next? Mad Lions weren't worthy. Who's next on the chopping block?
And in a
Thank you very much indeed. I'm here in the post-game lobby and I'm joined by Selfmade and by Verius. Hello, Selfmade, and congratulations. Great stuff out of you.
Am I supposed to say something? Or?
I'm not exactly sure if I can hear you. Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay, I was scared that the mic wasn't working again. Go ahead. Just tell me your thoughts about the series.
I mean,
it works.
Crazy series, right? Honestly, at least me, I didn't expect it to be that easy. It felt like just pure screen block, right? And we managed to go easy 3-0. I mean, easy. Okay, second game wasn't that simple, but we had a lot of fun with Bippo, and we managed to carry the game, I guess. So that's pretty much it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it seems like you don't have too much to say about it. And honestly, from our perspective, I mean, it's always weird when players say it was easy, but it honestly looked quite easy for you guys as well. What do you think the main thing is that you did better than Mad in this series?
I don't know, honestly, because it was again the same like last week. We went on stage and we actually first time with many champions and we managed to make it work. I think we just played better overall as a team. Yeah.
Okay, Verius, maybe you can shine a light on it. You are the analyst, of course, and Selfmade was in the game. He couldn't focus on it that much.
I mean, I think that I think you kind of hit the nail on the head where honestly, it felt like that Fnatic overall just played better than Mad did. I thought game one we saw a really good draft come out from Fnatic, and I felt like that they kind of countered a lot of what Mad wanted to do. And in game two, to me, it felt like that Mad actually got what they wanted, and they were able to play through it properly in the sense that they had a strong early game jungler and they hard invested towards bot, and I thought that they would be able to snowball off the back of that, but a couple of small mistakes and Fnatic immediately came back into the thick of things, and I didn't think we'd see the Malphite for a third game in a row. But it seems like that Fnatic have now got another pocket pick in the back that they can bring out in any sort of situation that's always reliable in terms of setting up and engage. And honestly, the final game just looked like a slaughter. So Fnatic kind of showcasing how strong they actually are and what they can do with the lead.
Yeah, Selfmade, I saw that Reckless tried to get his Penta, but he didn't get it. And then you got a Quadra, and he stole it from you. Are you angry at Martin?
No, I'm not angry. Like, honestly, it should be impossible. Like, I don't know in which world jungler can get pentakill, so... Yeah, I mean, if I got it, it would be crazy, right? I was shouting really hard. I was, like, about to click the lantern,
exactly.
but he stole my lantern, and then I was like, yeah. But he apologized me, so it's okay.
I love it. He apologized. Better. I mean, it's good that he apologized. Others, you would have been angry forever. Selfmade, talk to me about the jungle matchup. We hyped up Shadow a lot, but he had some really good moments. He also had a Baron still in good early games. But how do you think you matched up versus in this series?
I mean, like, how did I match up against him? Like, let's be real. Whoever watched the game will clearly say that there was a huge jungle gap, right? And I'm not even trying to be offensive towards Shadow because I think he's a good player and he has a lot of potential. But I think this series I played really well and I'm kind of proud of myself, I have to say.
I think we can echo that. You played amazingly. I want to ask you a bit about your development in this team of Fnatic. How do you feel you're able to grow within this team? And of course, you are a great player to begin with, but how do you feel that you're kind of enabled by the rest of the teammates and these very experienced players you're playing with to kind of finding new levels in your play and kind of new heights?
I mean, what can I say? I feel like Fnatic has the best laners in Europe. And as a jungler, it's super easy to play when you actually have lanes that you can play, like, you can play around every lane. And no matter like how the game goes, let's say somebody goes behind, like for example in second game or bot lane, like we managed to make them go really far behind. So we're like, yeah, Bwipo, it's our time to shine. We have to take over of this game. It works also the opposite way. We have like games where, yeah, it's same for the third game, right? It was complete opposite. They were playing our top side, so we're like, yeah, Martin, you're gonna carry this game. And that's how it looks pretty much. And I feel like I can easily become the best jungler in Europe in Fnatic. And that's what I'm working for, obviously.
How far would you say you're off there? Because when it comes to kind of the context of the teams, a lot of people are saying, well, G2 didn't show up, so the way Fnatic has been playing and has been winning, they're clearly the favorites to win the whole thing, and that would make you, of course, one of the candidates to be a best jungler possibly at the end of the playoffs. What do you think about that statement?
Well, we will see how it goes. I think right now, since we won against Mad Lions, they're gonna go to loser bracket. I think loser bracket is pretty stacked, and honestly, everyone can make finals from there. I can say that, yeah, we're gonna play G2 in finals, because I think Origin is playing well, Mad Lions is playing well, even though they just had a bad series. But as we saw before, they have potential, they can easily face the best teams. So, yeah, I guess.
Veris, what do you think? We didn't see the best performance out of Janko's last series, but then again, you can't count G2 out, right? But Selfmade seems to be making a case for playing phenomenally so far.
Well, I mean, it's funny because when you put in the context of Origin versus Fnatic, that 3-1 probably doesn't look so bad anymore, considering how they just 3-0'd Mad Lions, right? And I think that when you think about it like that and think about how Origin have evolved their drafting and how G2 right now don't look like their strongest form, it definitely looks very competitive in the lower half of the bracket. And it depends how both these teams evolve against Mad Lions and what Mad Lions can take away from their series versus Fnatic. But ultimately, I think that what we're seeing is a clear gap between Fnatic and everyone else. And that's got to feel pretty good, especially when the vast majority of the regular season, they were either sitting in second or third. And this was one of the rare occasions where they actually went 0-2 against G2 during the regular season as well. So I'm sure that there's a lot riding on this for Fnatic, but I think, I don't know, maybe Selfmade can tell us, it must be pretty frustrating to not have the opportunity to play G2 in a best of 5, because I can imagine there's a difference between taking a split away from beating like, an Origin or a Mad, but it's very different from being able to take it away from your rivals like G2.
I don't think it matters. I mean, obviously G2 are like our rivals for like years, right, between Fnatic, but in the end, it doesn't matter if you're gonna beat G2 in finals or you're gonna beat other team. if you win, you're gonna become the champion. So that's the only thing that matters.
Okay. I mean, some people would think differently, but I like that you say it doesn't
but, like,
matter at all. I mean, if you win,
Really,
that is what is the
player
most
of the
important.
series?
Yes, he did.
The
Reckless is
fans
clear
vote,
player
okay?
of
The
series.
fans vote. I just want to make that clear.
You were in the vote though, but it's pretty hard to work against that reckless social media magic, isn't it, Selfmade? It feels rigged.
I mean, he's a phenomenal player, so he deserves it anyway. He played really well. Like, he's playing actually every game insanely good. Even the second game, he was really behind, and then he found a way to come back, which is impressive. So,
Wow, Selfmade, so wholesome to his teammates.
So yeah, we thought, I mean, last interview we had you on, you were dropping some bombs left, right, and center, but we've got to call him Selfmade today.
I guess I have two personalities. I don't know. I'm in calm mood right now.
No, it's all good. We appreciate it, of course. We don't want to, make you say anything you don't want to. We are going to have a quick interview though with Mac, the coach for Mad Lions. Mad Lions are not out, but I do want to hear his thoughts on the match so far.